Good morning, sports fans. Broadcasting live outside of Jake's Furnishings. Nice, beautiful Saturday morning. It's Scott Kirby, Jake Johnston. You're in the cheap seats, 96.3 WLCN online and streaming 24/7. Good morning, Jake.
Good day.
It's been a while. Forgot what you look like.
You know, I forgot what I look like.
Well, apparently you don't own a mirror. So, beautiful Saturday morning out here. Got a lot of football to talk about. Got a little history set in front of us, Jake.
That's fun stuff there.
We got a 1975 Lincoln football program. And I'm just going to throw this trivia question out here. Just see if anybody knows.
There's some fun stuff in here.
Yeah, it is. It's still in really good shape.
Got Mr. Jim Kuznick with all his hair flowing there, and a few other good friends of the program.
If you can name two people on the 1975 varsity football roster for the Lincoln Railers, you're going to win a free pizza to Godfather's Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Any large pizza up to 4 toppings, call 737-3791. Is that right? Okay. 3791 for your answer. We're going to throw it out here early. It's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
I wouldn't know.
No, you'd have to be in that time frame.
Yeah, I was 2 years old when this came out.
I wasn't even. I thought in my daddy's belly.
So, yeah, if you can name two individuals off that 1975 roster, you're going to win a free pizza. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah?
There's some
big names.
Well,
if you're just throwing out last names, it's probably going to be pretty easy. I'm not going to lie.
Well, we're going to probably need a first name, too, because you could, there's still some roots here. Yeah.
You could probably throw two names off of the current
you could.
roster, and they'd be on there.
And I know a few of these guys, and so that's kind of weird. I'm not even from around here. But, call in. Got some Railer football to talk about, some college football, some NFL. I'm done with baseball. Are you? No? Okay. Well, if you want to talk some baseball, we'll talk baseball. Callers, if you want to call in, talk some baseball, football, feel free. We'll be here till 10 o'clock outside Jake's Furnishings. And if you need some new furniture, what do you got going on out here today, Jake? You got some specials?
Oh, absolutely. We've always got specials, my friend.
I know.
But actually, we do have 0% financing for 12 months. On qualified purchases. We've got all of our mattresses are on sale with some extra kickers on them, especially the higher end. If you're looking for a higher end mattress, a little better quality, now's a great time to buy because Bimco's offering a special. Basically, if you take a mattress and you're willing to let them put a closeout fabric on it, doesn't affect the mattress. They'll sleep the exact same as what you're testing now, just have a different color on it. As long as you're willing to do that, they're taking an extra like 12.5% off our sale price.
Wow.
So it's a pretty big kick. So
if you're in need for a new mattress, get on out here to Jake's. He will hook you up. They've got anything from single to king. Is there anything bigger than a king size bed?
No. There's California king, but it's just longer. It's narrower. So yeah, you want a king. Go bigger.
Well, I got a queen, and
you need to step up.
I need a king, but
you need to upgrade.
I know.
Let's upgrade.
I know. That's what my wife says too. So we're further away. The queen is really kind of
absolutely
not much bigger than a double. But get on out here. They got all kinds of furniture, recliners, couches, sectionals, all kinds of stuff.
This yearbook's awesome.
Yeah, just kind of going through there. Some of these, some of the businesses and the sponsors.
Yeah.
It's
Illini Sporting Goods.
Yeah, Illini Sporting Goods. We saw a Baskin Robbins in there.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there was a Baskin Robbins here at one time. Just all kinds of neat little.
This one brought to you by Dog and Sons.
And when Coach
926 Woodlawn Road.
Coach McDonald, he's on his way in. He'll appreciate this because his dad's in here. Gene, the head football coach back in the day. So that'll bring back some memories for Coach McDonald.
He'll want to look photo of Wanda Rolfs.
Yeah. Well, Jake, let's get this out of the way. Let's talk a little baseball. There's still some Cardinal fans out there that listen in. They're in a series right now with.
I'm sorry, Seattle. I was switching gears on me. I was thinking football stuff. They're in a series with Seattle. Adam Wainwright pitched last night and threw out another gem. That's about his second straight, I think, from having a little hiccup there in the middle. But, the Cardinals are starting to play some pretty good ball. Fortunately or unfortunately for them, they have the Pirates nipping on their heels.
Well,
and also the Reds.
That brings me to my next point. A lot of Cardinal fans are Cub fans right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the Cubs just took 2 out of 3 from Cincinnati.
Yes, they did.
And now we're in a series with Pittsburgh. So there's a lot of Cardinal fans that are rooting for the Cubs, which that's the way it should be. And the Cubs are not going anywhere, but they're playing the spoiler. You know, they're trying to kick some of these guys out. And
you know, I'm not like Mark Pryor from a few years back that said, I don't care about the Cardinals. I don't want them to win a game. I'm not like that. I ain't proud. If the Cubs are willing to help us win the division, I'm all about it. We can use all the help we can get because the Pirates are tough. I'm telling you now.
Okay, this is how much I really don't like the Cardinals. I'm rooting for the Cubs to lose.
There you go. You know?
I don't want them helping the Cardinals out. No, I'm just kidding. I like seeing the Cubs win because you're seeing a lot of kids out there. And, you know, that's their future. And anytime that you can put young kids out there playing against playoff contention teams,
exactly,
that's a confidence booster.
And faring fairly well against them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to think that has a lot to do with their coach. You know, getting them ready, getting them prepared to play in that type of game and getting them motivated to the point to where they're going out there and producing on a little bit bigger stage. Because, I mean, honestly, you go to Pittsburgh right now, every game for them, fan-wise, is basically a playoff game. Because they haven't been through this in 20 years.
Well, what's up with Cincinnati? We just got done with the series at Cincinnati, and to me, it looked like there was hardly anybody even there. And this is a playoff contending team.
Yeah, you know, it's been that way a couple years, too. Looks like we may have a caller.
All right, go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, I got a couple names.
Okay,
Is this the team that went to state?
I couldn't tell you.
It's the 75 team.
1975. They
They're
may.
Schoenauer and Zerkhammer.
What's Zerkhammer's first name?
Mark.
Okay, and then Schoenauer.
Steve was his nickname. Tom Schoenauer.
Tom, well, you got it, and you just won yourself a free pizza. You even had nicknames and everything. Did you go to school with these guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, one was a neighbor and one I see almost every day.
Oh, well,
Nice.
that's good. Yeah.
Now, there's also, let's see, I can name some more.
Okay.
All right.
Name them.
I thought I could, but now I'm drawing a blank. Gazowskis.
Gazowskis.
Mark Gazowskis, and let's see,
Yeah, Mark
Chris.
Gazowskis, number 46, halfback, linebacker.
Chris was the quarterback, I believe. Was that later?
Who?
Greg Chris.
Greg Prisk, he's on here. Yep, he was number 18, a quarterback, 6'3", 196 pounds.
Oh, and Mongo, you know, he works at the college.
He's wrestling, into wrestling.
Yeah. His
First
nickname
name
was
Dave,
Mongo.
last name
Yeah.
Clem.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, he's on
Yeah.
there, number 88.
Nice.
Oh, golly, yep. Okay, I
Now-
think that's plenty, huh?
Does that bring back some pretty good memories for you there?
Yeah, in fact, I used to play football with Tommy Schoenauer out in the backyard or over in the field.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
Well, you just won yourself a free pizza from Godfather's. You can pick this up at Jake's anytime today, and it does expire on the 30th, so you need to get out here, get that picked up, and get out there and use it.
Okay, great. Well,
Okay.
keep up the good work there on the radio.
All right, thanks for listening. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Look at that.
Right away. I
Right
mean,
away.
it wasn't that hard.
Nope.
We could have said name 5, and she would have
she was
nailed
on it.
Yeah,
She was
would.
on it.
And
That's
that's good.
awesome.
And that's, you know, anybody listening, that does bring back some memories. You
It
know,
does,
just,
yeah.
And just looking through this, and obviously I don't know very many of them, but if, you know, somebody that's been around here for a long time, they'd be able to look through this.
Of course, I didn't know him from then, but you know, knowing him now, being customers of mine, it's kind of fun to see a few of these guys in here.
And Paula brought this in, right? And they were going through looking at some of the ads, and it was just kind of going down memory lane.
Absolutely.
Oh, where was this at? Oh, yeah, they had good pizza. This was, you know, this is where we hung out. And,
Avery and Comstock's
Yeah.
on the corner.
yeah, so that's awesome. Let's see. Well, let's go through here from their schedule. What kind of conference they played? You know, they played Lanphier, Jacksonville, Bloomington, Rantoul, Mattoon, Urbana, Springfield, Champaign, and Decatur. Big 12 conference back then. And, you know, Decatur's coming back into conference from the Big 12.
Yeah, basically, just take Bloomington and Champaign out of there, and you're pretty much set with them.
Yep. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. That is real neat. Huh. Well, cool. Back to baseball.
Yeah.
Where were we? Cardinals, they're how many games they up now?
It's just a game up right now, so
Game up.
it's tight as it can be.
And I do believe the Cardinals finished the season with the Cubs.
I believe so.
Is that true? Is that right?
Yep. So wow. I mean, Cubs could be a spoiler right there at the end too.
Well, it looks like the National League Central Division can get 3 teams in because they're all up there on top of the wild card with Washington Nationals. They're kind of slowly creeping up.
Yeah, I was going to say the only problem with that is the Pirates and the Reds play, I believe, 9 games against each other at the end of the season.
Wow.
So so right at the end, I think it's of their last 16 games or something.
That really
they play 9. Yeah, so that could really throw.
Even if they split, and other teams win, that could.
Yeah, one of them. I have a feeling one of the 2 teams, which I would, if I was to put my money on it right now, it'd be the Pirates, are going to probably pull those series out, put themselves in the playoffs in the wild card, or win the division even, and then one of the other teams is going to creep in there. More than likely, the Nationals.
The Nationals, they got off to a slow start, and
they did.
After what they did last year, shutting Strasburg down, I think I didn't want them to make the playoffs just because. I mean,
well, they had to shut them down as a professional organization.
They do.
But you can't take the chance of losing a franchise pitcher to an injury in the following years and not get any compensation for him. And that's what would have happened. It would have voided his contract basically at an injury standpoint.
Well, you look on that side. I look on the other side where you're not guaranteed to make the playoffs every year.
That's a good point.
When you're able to win and advance, you got to take that opportunity. And then like your point, you got to shut him down because that's your future.
Yep.
But nobody really knows their future,
Well, I'm with you, but you want to win at almost all costs.
You got to remember, this has come from a Cubs fan.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Well, in Washington, to be honest, Washington was in the same boat as the Cub fans. So,
yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of difference there.
Okay. What? Time? Oh, we'll take a break?
Yeah, I'd take a break.
All right, Jake's got to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. Yeah.
Jim's on his game. That boy. Game face.
Good morning. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCN Online, broadcasting live on the web 24/7. We are outside on this beautiful Saturday morning in front of Jake's Furnishings.
Jake's.
With the man himself, Jake Johnston, Scott Kirby. We're talking about some baseball. Now we're going to shift it over to some football.
Oh, here we go.
Football. We're going to talk some Illinois football today. We'll talk some Illinois football.
Got offered tickets to this game. What a hoser! Well, he hoses me on the day of. He says he just found out about 5 o'clock this morning, which is
that's
knowing
him.
That's probably right. And if I didn't have to be here for the entire day, I would be on that bus, and I'd be eating that food. I'm telling you right now.
Well, the Illini are traveling up to Soldier Field to take on the Washington Huskies, to rank number 19.
Oh yeah.
In the nation. We got a caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hey guys, what's going on, Scott?
Hey, it's Mr. Josh Komnick. How we doing this morning?
Oh, good. I hit it right on the spot as I was getting ready to call. I was hoping you would switch gears a little bit to the Illini. Big game tonight, as you just said, at Soldier Field.
Yeah. Did you watch the game last Saturday, Josh? Cincinnati. I didn't get to see any of it, but they. Right from the get-go, they got a big lead, and it just looked pretty good. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, I was actually there.
That's right.
I got some tickets and took the kids over. Of course, it was 94 degrees.
Oh, wow.
And we were right in the sun, so my kids lasted about halftime. But the game was really good. I tell you that the offense, the thing I noticed, obviously, we scored a lot of points, and Fieldhouse looks a lot better, but it looks a lot better because literally, guys, there are times where our receivers are within 8 yards of was wide open. I mean, there's no defender around them. At least 8 or 10 yards, and guys have running room. The pitching is so much better. I mean, it just finally is enjoyable to watch when you can move the ball up and down the field. Fieldhouse can throw it long. He threw a lot of short stuff. The offense looked really good. I will say though, and probably when it gets some time to play in the Penn States and the Ohio States. We're going to have to run the ball a little bit. And right now, we don't look very good running the ball.
Well, then, they can start keying on Shoehouse. And they'll have a tough test tonight, Josh. The number 19th ranked Huskies coming up to Soldier Field. And Jake just mentioned that he was offered some tickets today, and he's not going. He's the boss man here. All he has to do is lock the doors and go.
Yeah, it's just that easy.
Right, yeah. No, I put some meat on the smoker about 7:30 this morning, so I'm hoping it'll be ready about 5:30 tonight after the kick. It's about 5 o'clock tonight, I think. But
well, we're hoping so too.
Yeah, absolutely. I told you I wasn't going to the game.
We'll see you.
That was an invite for us.
Jake,
and all of our listeners.
I don't have enough for you, Jake. But hey, also on the side of, I'll let you guys talk a little bit more about football, but basketball. Have you heard the news? The excitement that the Illinois basketball team has brought. John Krusz just signed the four-star point guard out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
He was originally committed to Louisville as a sophomore and decided that wasn't his best option and has been visiting. He went out to UCLA, and it sounds like he almost committed to UCLA until John Krusz got a hold of him.
Yep.
And after that, it was smooth sailing for the Illini. And now, after he committed the other night, the number 5 player in the nation, Cliff Alexander out of Curie High School in Chicago, had just tweeted, and you guys get on Twitter, you would know.
We don't tweet.
He's going to make Illinois his last official visit, and he had originally not even had Illinois on the official visit list.
Wow.
So this momentum that Illinois has gotten with Coach Krusz and the recruits, of course they talk together. The kid from Louisville probably talking to Alexander right now saying, hey, buddy, you come, and I'm the point guard, you're the big man, and we got LeBron Black, who's a 5-star power forward out of Memphis. They already signed him for next year. You're talking number 1 class in the country.
That's exactly right.
I got goosebumps. That sounds good, man.
Yeah. This kid from Louisville announced on Thursday, and of course I was on the internet just waiting, hoping that he would pick the Illini, and he did. And then it seemed like all of a sudden, within 2 hours, this guy commits, and the buzz has been crazy. Which it probably should be about football right now, since they're 2-0 and have a chance to be a ranked team tonight. But the buzz is basketball right now. It's really taken off, and boy, we've got a real good one as far as a coach and a motivator, and a guy that can speak. He's really good.
Well, that's that kind of scares you too. If he's that good, does he move on?
Well, he is that good actually. Yeah. It's one of those guys that if he does move on, it's because you just had a really good year,
right?
And that's why he's moving on, because he also had a good year.
Illinois, it's a good program.
Well, it may be, but that's how the kids do it nowadays. Yeah. And you go for the money, but at the same time, the Illini, they could be a national contender with this team that they're putting together.
Yeah, there's
right out of the
no
gate.
question, Jake. The talent that they've got coming back is going to be good with some new guys that are coming in now. It could be a fun time to be wearing the orange and blue here in the next few years at the State Farm Center. That place is going to be back rocking like it was, I hope, back in, 05 or whatever it was when we went to the national championship. We're undefeated all the way through almost the regular season.
Yep.
Well, yeah, let's hope so, Josh. But let's get them rolling with the football, too. Let's get it started off tonight. Washington Huskies, once again, coming into town. What are they known for? I haven't really done any scouting on them. Are they run, pass?
It sounds like a pass, but they have not had their All-American tight end. He has not played yet, and of course, he'll be playing tonight.
Yep.
In the first game, he did not play, and he's I remember he plays basketball, I believe, also.
Yeah.
And he's a big boy, can really move. They pass the ball like crazy. They put up comparable numbers to what Shieldhouse and the Illini have put up so far. So I think if you want points and you want up-tempo, fast-paced, I think tonight will be a game. Of course, the surroundings will be a lot different than the Memorial Stadium at Soldier, and probably quite a few more people there. But it'll be a pretty neat venue. I saw some pictures how they've got it decorated with the Illini around the side, where normally would be Chicago Bears. They put up the Illinois stuff.
Yep.
And I think it'll be high scoring from what I read yesterday, and a lot of passes, I think, tonight.
So, Josh, what's your feelings on the current coaching there for the Illini and their football team. Last year you were a little down on them. How are you feeling currently?
I think it's better. I don't know if we're going to be ever get to the top of the Big Ten. I mean, you're just thinking about the Ohio States and now what Michigan has been able to kind of turn around, and Penn State seems like they're on their way back. Nebraska's in. I don't know if we're going to get there. I think we can. Of course, Wes Lunt from Rochester is going to be fit perfect in this offense next year. And it sounds like they've already got some receivers coming in because he's going to be the quarterback. The recruiting trail, but you never know, guys. You just think about how bad Illinois basketball was in the past few years. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm just saying not to what we expect. It just takes a little momentum and maybe a different change, a shift change, an offensive coordinator comes in like the Cubic guy, or a new head coach like Krusz comes in, and when you can hit momentum and you can get a few studs to join your team, well, you can watch Illinois basketball right now. The way they've got it going, anything's possible.
Yep. All right, Josh. Well, thanks for calling in. We need to take a commercial timeout. We got Coach Mack and a couple players ready to set in with us. Have a good day today, Josh, and we'll be over tonight for that smoky barbecue.
Sounds good. I'll pick my wrong address.
I'm there early and often.
All right, talk to you later. That's Josh Comnick calling in, talk a little football, a little basketball.
Nice of him to offer up some brisket
for us. That was very nice.
He's a heck of a guy.
Lincoln and Logan County heard that too, so anybody knows where Comnick lives, bring a dish to pass.
That's exactly right.
All right,
some brews to drink.
We got to take a commercial timeout. It's about 9:30. We got Coach Mack, Austin Krusz, and Sam Tiffany waiting to set in with us, so stay tuned. You're in the cheap seats, 96.3 WLCN online.com.